Hi everyone, welcome back to the Lightning Web Component session. Today we are going to learn about Lightning Data Service. Lightning Data Service is something if you want to perform some DML operation without interacting with the Apex classes. In that case, we will go with the Lightning Data Service. Lightning Data Service is achieved through the three forms. First is RecordEditForm. Basically, RecordEditForm is used to create a new record or update an existing record. Another one we are having record form. Record form is basically used to view or create or update as record. In that case, we can go with the record form. The last one is record view form. If we want to only display the records, in that case, we can go with the record view form. So let's start with a quick examples. So I have already created one folder here, and in that folder I just created a record edit form. So I just copy pasted, like we can say, from here. I just came to this site, Lightning Data Service record edit form, and from here I just copy and pasted this piece of code over there. Okay, and after that I just provided one object API name. Object API name, it's a required field basically from which object we want to create a form. Okay, so that we can hard code it also, we can provide here. For now, what I have done is I just created one variable here and just provided the object name. Next is record ID. Record ID is optional. If you want to create a record, in that case we can just take off. If suppose we want to update the record, in that case we have to provide the record ID. For now, I just want to create a new record, so let me remove this one. Next, here we are having 4 optional methods. These are very important actually. When we are loading our form, in that case, if we want to perform some action, that we can perform in this method on load. This is an attribute which is name should be this only, but the method name we can change. Similarly, for the submit, on the click of submit, if we want to perform some action, for example, we want to display some spinner, in that case we can use the submit. Another one is on success. If suppose once we click on that button and our transaction is got successfully, we want to display some messages and all, in that case we can provide use the handle success. The next one is on error. If in our transaction we got some error and we want to handle that we can handle into this method. So similarly, 5 methods I declare here as well. Okay, simple. And just let me deploy this one. And in XML file, what I have done is I have included targeted lightning homepage. Okay, now looks like we are having some errors here. The component, okay. Okay, so this one we have to use. Okay, now it's deployed successfully. Now let me go to the home page, as I want to place on the home page, edit page. So here we can search for that, as we have created one LDS edit form. So I can just place here. So I just pasted here. Now let me click on save. Now back. Looks like it's not activated correctly. Let me click again on edit. Okay, it's just asking for a few things like we want to assign as a default for this or something like. So for now, just defaulted for this or. Now we can see first we are getting the onload. As I mentioned, if you want to perform some action on the load of this form, we can use this onload. Okay. Now let me click on this one. Let me create here Salesforce account. Okay, and just provide few numbers. Okay. Now let me click on save. Now we can see on submit button is clicked. Now we can see we got the on success. Okay, right now we are not able to indicate that a records is created or not, right? So first let me show you into the backend. It's created successfully, as we can see came to the success method. We can see the Salesforce account is created here successfully. Now for example, when we are clicking on the save button, we should get a spinner, and once this record is successfully saved, this new record should be open into the new tab. or an existing tab. Okay, so let me open one spinner in Lightning Web Component. Now let me just copy this one. Okay, let me paste here. Okay, I just want to display this one. Okay, let me create this variable into the JavaScript. Okay, in initial time I will keep value as false, but once we will click on submit button, I will make it true. So as we already know, if we want to access any variable, we need to indicate with this one. Okay, now let me save, and on the success let me false it. Now let me deploy this one. Okay, now let me enter this one, Salesforce account 1 and 1. Click on save. We can see the spinner is coming, and on the click of success it's gone, but still the page is not open, means whatever record is created, that is not open. So let me show you how we can get it. In order to navigate to the components, we need to implement this one first. So let me import this one. Next we need to add into our class instance also. So first we need to expand that. So here we need to include this one. Okay, now as we know, like we want to navigate that. So on the success we want to. Okay, so basically here we need to provide the ID. So in order to get the new created record ID, here we need to write the event dot detail dot ID. Okay, another one is here we need to provide the object name. So we already stored our object name in this variable, so we can use this dot. Okay, now let me click on deploy. Let me refresh this one. Now let me provide some information. Let me click on save, on success. Now we can see our page is loaded here successfully. Correct. So this is the example of how we can create a record and how we can add the spinner, and after creating a record, how we can navigate to the new record. Okay, similarly, as we know, like we can create a record and also we can update the record as well. So in order to update that record I mentioned, what we can do is here we can provide the record ID. So let me provide here record ID. Okay, let me save this one. So right now we can see this page and this form is coming here, but right now it's the informations are coming blank. Now I deployed this one and added the record ID. Let me refresh this one. We can see information are coming here. Now let me this one and save. Now we can see our information is updated here. Okay. Now same time, suppose let me remove these alerts because again and again we are getting. Okay, now suppose we are submitting our form, but before the submitting we want to do some validation or we want to add something into the fields. In that case we can use this event.prevent. Okay, so what it will do is it will stop the submission, and after that we can get the events. How to get the events? Event.detail.fields, and for example whatever name we have given, in that name we want to add, like in prefix we want to add like this. Okay, and after that this event.template.query selector we can use and submit the form again. Okay, Now let me save this one. Now let me go to the home again. Okay, now let me refresh. Okay, now what I'm doing is I just give this olive here. Okay, and I'm just clicking. Right now I'm just giving olive. Okay, but we will see in olive we will get the crm name also. So basically if you want to stop our execution and want to add some validation or want to add some value into the fields, that we can use and we can do through event.prevent default. Okay, now similarly we have developed the record edit form. Similarly we are having record form and record view form. So let's implement that also. Let me go to the documentation again. Record view. In order to view the records we can use this one, or also like it's not like a view only, we can display in editable format also. For that we are having option here. Let me show you what options. Okay, so record form, here we need to provide the api name, next id. If you want to specify the fields we can pass the fields here. If we don't want to specify, we want to get all the fields, in that case we can just remove this one, and here we can provide like mode. Okay, like view for example. Similarly edit also we can do. Okay, now let me go to here. Now right now we can see only two fields are coming. I just changed to the record form. Here we need to provide layout type full, and we change here record form. Looks like we need to provide full f as a capital format. Now we can see our form is loaded. Okay, now like whatever is the, if we go to here also, here also we can see we are getting our details as like this only. Similarly here also we are getting. So here we can just click on that pencil icon and we can change our things, and just here we will get a save button. So on the click of save our information will be stored into the database. Okay, now another one, we are having record view forms. As we can see from based on the name only, like if you want to only display the records, in that case we can go with the. Similarly here also we are having object name and the record id we need to provide. It's a record view form, we have to provide that. Otherwise information will come into the blank. Okay, now for now I just want to provide here name. Okay, now we can see our name is coming. Okay, in a view form. So yeah, this is all about like lightning data services. Thank you for watching.